They're all made by hand, which is phenomenal. But let me actually go back like I said I was. The company has been around since 1968. My father and mother started Lincoln Enterprises, for those of you who don't know, which was a mail order company. It was during the birth of Star Trek, and like anyone would do back then, they needed to make money. Star Trek, my father didn't set out to change the world. My father set out to get his ideas out there and get, bread on the table. So they got the merchandise out there. I think in the 70s or the 80s they actually had some props, some phasers that made sounds and stuff like that. I wouldn't say they were of the best quality. Since then, we have reintroduced the props a number of years ago. God, 7 years ago now. And the Roddenberry name is synonymous with integrity. It really has been. I mean, in the shows, the philosophy talks about a future where it's all about integrity. And since this is about props, I won't go into the depths, but it's important to me that we have the right stuff. So, each one of these, like I said, are handmade. They're of the highest quality. They function. They make sounds. They have lights. When you connect them back together the right way, they make sounds. They glow. They have different settings. Not this one, but we have them with different settings. I mean, we all know this. The communicator. I mean, the sound is very recognizable.
Legendary.
We've got the what do they call it? The moray here that spins, flashing lights. Some people have gone out there and they've made these and they made them into watches or calculators. Again, we don't make these as toys. These are for collectors. They're strong enough for you to bring to a convention, but I wouldn't let your 12-year-old go out and play with them. And I mean, in a nutshell, it's just based on quality. So there are other companies that make them. They go to China. They're made of different materials. They're very, very nice, but there's a market for that. And then these are for the collectors who want. Trevor Roth came in and has taken the business to a whole new level, has introduced a whole new line. I came in and kind of helped with the phaser and the communicator and a few small things. He's come in and really brought in a bunch more of the props. They also come in kits. I think that's what we started, which are kits that people can put together with instructions, and a lot of people find that enjoyable. I might not find it that enjoyable because I'm not so good at building things like that, but you can buy them built. And, let me just turn it over to Trevor.
No, I think Rod said so much. Our history lies in this. And, to be true to the Roddenberry name and the Roddenberry philosophy and the name that brought you Star Trek, it's so important for us to make sure that the authenticity is there. And that's like our #1 priority. And that's, some of our things.
Out.
Yeah, some of our things.
Video.
Okay, thanks. Okay. He's giving
Sorry,
me
we could film B-roll later.
He's
it's okay.
giving me pointers. No, it's good, Look at me. Do I look like I'm on camera often? Okay. No, I think that it's really important. Like, I mean, everything from the sounds to the make and the materials used are extremely authentic, and
this one even has a lollipop in it.
No, the idea is really to take that authenticity, because it's really what we think fans deserve and customers deserve. If you're going to spend your good hard-earned dollars on this stuff, you deserve the value, and we are really, really interested in making sure that with our entertainment or our products that we're providing the value that everyone really should get, so that they can feel like, I had a good experience with Roddenberry.com or Roddenberry Productions. Whether it be a show or a comic or merchandise, we want people to understand that we are a company with integrity. And so all of this, every one of these, take a look, this is the original motion picture tricorder, and I mean the detail in this stuff is insane. Each one of these is made and created and can come out and be put in, and it's all done by the people who worked for the show, or from the molds that were on the show, or from the designs that came from the show, to create the best, most unique thing out there. And in addition to that, actually, we have something really special that's coming out soon, and it is great. It's Major Roddenberry, Rod's mother, who was the voice of the Star Trek Enterprise, the computer, on almost every incarnation,
Except Enterprise.
Except Enterprise. We have gotten her to provide her time so that we can create a ultimate Star Trek audio library that's going to be available on our site to people who are making products, licensees and everything who are making products. We're trying to get it available actually for consumers. We're going to see if we can do it. But for right now, it is a source for, once again, other people even to bring that authenticity to their products, because at the end of the day, while we are a business, it's almost more important to us to bring that authenticity to the fans, whether we're doing it or through other people, and we're really excited about it. It's got over 5,000 different sayings of your favorite, computer phrases, and we think it can be a tremendous asset to anybody who's making other props or anything out there as far as products.
Just want to tell a funny story that years ago, IBM approached my mother and asked that, they use her voice for the next computer that they put out. And she didn't do it, and I'm glad, because I know they would have made some sort of special version for me that every time I turned on my computer, I went, Rod! Something like that. And
which is, by the way, how she sounds in the house.
Yes.
If you want to know what she sounds like when she's not at the computer, it's basically like that.
Basically.
So, no, we've got a lot of products, and we're continuing to create more from the original series, from every incarnation of Star Trek and every series.
Klingon stuff.
We're expanding.
Really cool
we have some amazing Klingon stuff.
You don't have the original rifle.
We have nothing here. We only have so much space. Also, I'll give you a little. No one knows this. I'm telling you the truth. Literally, no one knows this. But I will tell you. We're starting a toy line on Roddenberry.com that actually deals with more figurines and stuff like that, which makes sense, obviously, given who you are. And in addition to that, we have recently archived a tremendous amount of vintage toys and figures that we're going to put up. They're limited edition. These are things that are not made anymore. But we're going into our personal family archives and taking a certain portion of them and going to make them available on the site for obviously very special prices, but they are things you cannot get. They are all in the box. Most of them are mint condition, and I'm well aware, being a toy fanatic myself, of how important that is. And they are crazy. I mean, I've seen this stuff, and literally you're like, we just hit the mother load. It's insane. So, look out for that. It's coming probably by the end of this year. And I think I'm going to turn one more time over to Rod, because he has the ultimate prop that you guys are about to go see. So I'm going to turn it over to Rod.
So I want to show you guys the coolest thing, the coolest prop of all. In fact, it's probably the coolest prop that anyone has ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the captain's chair from the original series, complete with lights, and even better, sounds.
I think you guys sit in it.
Oh, well, and more lights with more buttons. And this is actually a great example of the quality merchandise, because of, everything's really well built. It's probably better than the original chair. And the good part is that we're giving it away. We're giving it away to someone very special. The member of the year is going to get this chair. And in order to become the member of the year, you got to go to Roddenberry.com and sign up. And the details and explanations of how to become the member of the year are on there. So check it out. You can win this chair delivered to your house. It'll sit in your living room. And I'm sure your wife will yell at you, or your husband will, because you put this thing in your living room. But it would be so cool. Enjoy.
No help.